Hey guys, Casual Chrono here. We are going to work on Wanderer in the Binding Night, Chapter 3, The Final Promise. Now, since I did the first two, a little bit of the information is now appearing on the wiki page, so I'm not flying completely blind as I was before, but there's still not that much information. So the only requirements are to have completed Chapter 2, which we've already done. So we are going to move to the location and start Chapter 3. And like before, what I plan to do, I'm going to play through the whole thing, and any cutscenes and everything, I will go ahead and cut out of the video. You can watch them on your own time. I just want to give you all the playthrough so you kind of know where to go, if certain treasure chests are worth it, so forth. So right now just kind of following the little purple indicator. Obviously, if you start Chapter 3 immediately after you finish Chapter 2, you won't have to go back and do this, but you know, I like sleep. I went to bed last night and I am refreshed and ready for part 3 now. So, all right, should be the start. So, The Final Promise. All right, and there's a cutscene, and as I mentioned, I will be editing out the cutscenes so we can go straight into the gameplay. Alright, quest accepted. I have control. I can travel to the White Knight Cocoon on the map, so if I go to Dimensional Vortex, yep, there it is, White Knight Cocoon. Alright, first thing I always like to do is just explore the map. Make sure there's no hidden treasures lying around anywhere. Don't really expect anything right here at the very beginning. Oh, but there are random battle encounters. At least one monster is weak to earth. And we're at a cutscene already. Alright, here in the cutscene, some monsters appeared. Wonder if I'm going to have to fight them, or if the characters will take care of it for me. I am fighting them. And they're dead.
You picked the wrong fight.
I assume we're going back to the cutscene now. Yep. Alright, looks like I'm regained control. So let's move forward. Layer 2. Alright, so let's explore a little bit. I see a chest already. Murmur scripts, 20 of them. Not too bad. More random enemies have been dispatched.
Reach the heavens.
Alright. Very small map. Seems to be the trend with all of the chapters. And a cutscene when we go through the door. Alright, I've regained control. I apparently cannot go forward. So let's click this and see what cutscene appears and what the solution is. Alright, regained control. So I'm going to go back to the opening. Learn the new style of fighting from Miyu. Let's see the rules. All right, we're forming multiple parties. Certain characters are required, and they can be guests if you don't have them. And the guests will leave your party at the end. Let's see. Alright, words, 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 how to play. Move your selected unit one space at a time. Attack an enemy unit in adjacent space. There's command skills and blitz. There's a lot of words here. Alright. In the tactical battle will end after 2 turns have passed. Enemy unit will carry over HP damage. The side that initiates an attack gets a first strike bonus. And we stun them. Enemies can do first strikes as well. Special skills. You know what? I'm one of those people, let's just try one and see. Alright, required characters filled in. And organized party. Looks like I cannot add any more people. Looks like I could swap people around. I wonder if they have their gear equipped or if it matters. Well, okay. Let's give this a whirl. Win condition. Defeat enemies. Okay. I gotta do it within 15 turns, I guess. Alright. You can't just rush in, so be mindful. Looks like we're safe to move forward, so go ahead and move a little bit closer. Alright, to move, tap the arrow in the bottom right, limited to 3 moves. Okay, bottom right, right there. Good work. Now let's close it on the enemy. I guess that means we move forward again. A little too close. Alright. Alright. Attacking party will be granted the first strike. That means they should be stunned. Okay. Alright, so I guess attack. I see, so we're able to attack. So attack Fallen Knight Infantry. Attack. Alright, so they're stunned. Alright. So I guess they have all those abilities. I'm not sure if I want to really blow the largest ability on a stunned character. So let's see, preemptive barrier, heal. Alright, so Nona seems to be the healer. Since it's stunned, I might as well attack. Let's see. Thunder attack, delayed thunder attack. and Thunder Stance. Alright. Let's do the delayed Thunder. There's no reason since they're stunned. Alright. And let's see. Slash attack on everything. Fire slash attack. Let's just do the fire slash attack. Alright. So.
Got him!
Okay. So I didn't really need to prepare. I probably just auto attacked that. Alright. I missed what it said, something about 20%. Okay, it's moving. It's moving. Maybe not. Looks like they're waiting for us to charge in. So if I stay right there. 1, 2, 3, and I can attack. Make use of maximum of each of your skills. Okay, multiple options. To use a command skill, tap the skill button. Skill. Battle ready. Alright. Do I want to use this? It increases physical and magical. Let's just say yes. Confirm. Battle ready. And do I get to attack? Yep, there's the button. There's only one choice. Confirm. Attack. The first monster is level 1. This one says level 1. Let's just... What's Origin Force? Let's just do the cheapest attack, which for Aldo is Volcano Blade. I think that's her only attack. Let's see, 52 points, 55 points, and Thunder Stance, so 52. And Blaze Sword is the cheapest one there. Alright. The Blitz gauge was increased by 20%. Alright, Devastating Special Attack. Oh, okay, Blitz Attack, so let's see. Alright, so if everyone's all excited and happy, you can do some type of Blitz Attack. So use Orlea to do the Blitz Attack. Alright, so charge your Blitz gauge. Once your gauge is full, tap on the Blitz button. Okay. So move. Move. We're now in range. Blitz. I only have one Blitz. This one, let's see. Damage equal to 50% of their max hit points, decreases their power for an int for 2 turns. So yes, confirm. And Orlea does a lightning strike. Alright. Alright, so after the Blitz attack, I still can do a normal attack. There's only one monster. Confirm. Attack. It's already at half-life, and it's stunned. So let's just go ahead and finish it off. So, there we go. Alright, I know that was the tutorial, but that wasn't too horrible. Yay, battle win. Alright, now we have a little cutscene. Very short cutscene. Probably won't even need to edit that out. Alright, so here's the room. There's the exit. I'm assuming we can't walk around. Nope. So we'll probably be playing a tactical battles. Difficulty. Alright. There's Master, Expert, Veteran, and Standard. So let's just keep it at Standard. And start a tactical battle. Alright. So it looks like we can control 3 groups this time, and the required characters are in there, so I guess we can choose whoever we want for the rest. Well, let's take a look at our groups here. This is a thunder-based group. She is wind, he's fire, and she's a healer. So I have 2 characters that do an attack to all monsters. So Flamme we'll put in that group. She's water. We'll do Subame, my other multi-attacker, in with Sesta. Let's see. I don't know how strong they are, so I'm going to put my best healer, Mariel, with them, who at the moment is a fist user. Let's see. I'm kind of going the traditional tank route and healer route and all of that. So she can heal. I do have Yuna as well. Ooh, you know, he does fire. Radius does fire. And if I can set some type of zone for Radius, she can automatically heal the group. So I would need a zone setter. And who better to automatically set zones than another fire user, Xion. Alright, let's try that group. Alright, so we have wind, fist, healer, some type of tank. Let's go with I have 2 wind tanks available to me, Garum Barrel and Soira. Let's just do Soira for this one. Thunder, healer. Do I have any other thunder people? Thunder's kind of a weak area in my lineup. I don't think I have that many characters that can do thunder, but I do have Nikoko, who can take the form of any set stance. So if one of them sets Thunder Zone, Nikoko can follow suit and her attacks will become thunder based. Sidekicks. Can I actually put sidekicks in? Yes, I can. Let's do that. Let's just do Mort for all 3. Oh. That's interesting. So let's do Morty for group 2, and let's just stick Korobo on group 1. He does, I think that actually kind of makes sense. His ability, his aura, anything that takes fire damage will decrease in power, and pretty much all 3 attackers do fire damage, so that kind of makes sense. Alright. So we have our 3 groups with 3 sidekicks. Let's see how this works. Defeat all enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups of enemies. I wonder if I'll have the same abilities as let's see. All right, they're talking. All right, can I move around? It's a little disappointing. I can't kind of see, like, what's this? Unit details, view status. They can move 3 times, so if they're there, 1, 2, 3, that would put them in a position to attack. Well, one, let's see, what's... Does everyone just move 3 times? Oh, you don't tell me. Oh, I wonder if this is 3 moves for everyone. Okay. So if that's the case, I wish I could kind of zoom over and see how far away I am from these people. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it did say something about menu. Let's see. And tactical undo move. Okay. So I think the only monster that can actually move and attack me right now is this one. So I could charge in and attack it, but then its buddy would attack me. The others I don't think could move that close. Well, live and learn. So unit details, control this unit. 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe we can't get that close. All right. Well, why don't we see if they charge in? So let's just end the moves. End. And let's see if the enemies move forward. All right. Okay. That, I think, makes things easier. All right, they're talking about stuff. Yay. Okay. So if I move her to attack, then this one can move in. Aldo, I think, is free and clear. So let's just control Aldo. Let's just go ahead and move in. What skills does he have? Cure, Cure, Demon Slash. Inflicts a single. You know what? We're just going to attack. So attack. Right there. Confirm. They should be stunned. And yes, I have control over... Alright, so attack order, prominence purge, X/light, and let's, I don't need to heal, I don't necessarily need to... Alright, so... Nope, that one's just about dead. So I guess I should conserve my magic. He has the most. I'll just make him attack and everything should be good.
Incinerate!
I wonder if AS Radius using her chivalry... I wonder if that charge will reform in the next battle. Or if I just used it up by accident. Alright, now. Looks like I cannot control Aldo anymore. So I can't have him continue. So let's control this unit. Let's just go ahead. That guy will probably attack us. So attack. confirm, attack. Let's do a slash attack. Let's do... Looks like they're weak to crystal. Another slash attack, and let's just go all out. Alright. And they're going to attack some more. Alright, so where do we want to put her? I can move 3 times. They're probably going to need to be attacked, so I should probably go in that general direction. 1, 2, 3. Let's park them. Looks like I can't go forward, so let's just end right there. Alright, let's see what happens. Really? He didn't come and attack me? Alright, well that was a little surprising. Let's control Aldo. Let's move him more in this direction. Okay, so he's done. 1, 2, 3. If I'm counting it right. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. That would be 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Moves 2. What skills do they have? Cure, Cure, Annihilating Edge, Blink. What is Blink? Moves user to a space chosen. Ah, okay. Can move after use. So if I blink, let's use Blink. And move there. Okay, I should be able to move again. I should be able to attack. And yes, let's attack that one. Alright. Tsubame has her multi-person attack. Single enemy, all enemies. Let's just be on the safe side and see what happens. Nope. Yep, they took care of them. I don't think Sesta was hurt. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and attack, confirm, attack. Alright, single enemy, all enemies, all enemies. Let's just do the type attack and give everyone a shield. And all enemies, and see what happens.
Alakazam!
There we go. Another group down. Alright, enemy turn. Let's see what they do. They're just staying there. Alright, so Aldo, 1, let's see. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like I probably need to get into attack range to force that one out. So let's go ahead and do that. Phase 4. Any skills that are of any particular interest? Cloudwalker. Increase in allies' movement for 2 phases, huh? Ooh, I like that idea. Let's do that. So let's menu and undo move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so if I can increase everyone's move, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can attack that one. So we're going to end. Let's see how close. Let's just undo a move. Alright, let's just stop there. And let's end that one as well. Alright, what do the enemies do? Skill. Cloudwalker. Everyone can move. Oh, maybe it's just everyone that's nearby. Okay, so if that's the case, 1, 2, 3, skill, Cloudwalker. Looks like just that group would be able to move. No, let's just do it anyway. There's no way I'm going to be able to get super close, so let's end that one. Oh, that's right, I can't move past Aldo. That's annoying. 1, 2, let's just end there then. And see what the enemies do. Really? They're still not attacking? There's some dumb enemies. Alright. Aldo should be able to reach that one. Attack. Confirm. They'll be stunned. Let's just do fire attack on everyone. Shade on everyone. Slash on everyone. And Prime's Purge on everyone. Why not? Okay. Alright, that one's just about dead. Oh, I forgot to look at the chivalry charges. Alright, little Robo took care of the monster for me. Alright. What other skills are there? Cure, Curse, Blink. What is Blink? Oh yeah, used it already. Increase power. Let's see. Nullifies first strike and unified strike effects for 1 phase. Let's try that one then. So that was Phalanx. What's Fancy Footwork? Can move after use. Let's try that one. Okay. Alright, menu, let's undo that move. Alright, so let's do skill. Fancy footwork. Looks like it just affects her. Alright, so 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack. Confirm. Should be stunned. And this is kind of the boss, I'm thinking, so let's kind of go all out on this one. So power, regen, magic attack with mega poison. I don't think anyone has poison Grasta, so let's just do that one. And physical and type resistance 50. Okay, let's just do those. Alright, so the monster healed itself. We'll keep I'll keep pressing the offensive this time. Let's just do the mega poison and decrease the monster's power, and everything is taken care of. It should be all the monsters. Yep. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright, cutscene ended. I have control again. And the magic I used during that little mini game did not actually decrease from my team, so that's good to know. Alright, next map, Layer 3. Looks like there's a horror straight ahead. Let's go check it out.
This ain't worth it.
Oh, a barrier, huh? That's not as much fun. Let's do this, this. A ratio.
Alakazam!
Alright, barriers reduced down to 6 charges left. That attack right there is 5, so let's see. Go barriers. Alright, barriers should be done. And that monster definitely did not have much health, so not particularly hard for a horror. Just a little annoying. Okay. And that's the whole map for Layer 3, as of right now. So let's see what this is all about. Alright, cutscene is over. I have access, and I'm proceeding deeper. So now the map for Layer 3 looks like that. I didn't see any other passages. Layer 4. Oh, a place to restore health. I don't think I need to, but Layer 5. And an automatic cutscene. And a chest so close by. Alright, we've regained control. We were given a choice of 2 paths, and the only real choice right now is the needle path. They said the other one looked really scary. Alright, there's another horror.
Mind will always beat muscle.
Alright, let's knock out the barrier with as many moves as possible.
Alakazam!
Alright, this round should kill it. 2. There's the barrier, and yep.
I could eat a meal. Or
And let's
5.
check out that treasure chest. And crystals of life. Oh, there's a chest way down there. And we're moving away from it. Something to maybe look into later.
You ain't gonna get me that easily.
Who's hungry?
Alright, so the needle path, long winding road, and we're near the end. Let's see what happens. Alright, looks like mini game number 3. And we have one more group to organize. Alright, let's see. Tank. Let's use Garum. Healer type. Not lances. Who should we use as a potential healer? She has a heal. And other characters, let's see, who's strong? Flame is not bad. We got a couple of wind, blunt, magic, so hopefully that will take care of any weaknesses. And I've used all the sidekicks, so this group is just not going to have a sidekick. Otherwise, I was pretty happy with the other groups, so let's just roll with it. So, move. Tactical battle number 3, Needle Path. Alright, I got a win in it looks like 20 turns. And of course they talk. Alright. If I had any criticisms, I'd really like to be able to move around and see the map. There's no way to do that, right? And survey battlefield? Oh, so I can. I suppose if I had read the tutorials, that might have restores MP. Alright, so let's just look at it this way. What's closest? Alright, Aldo is 3 moves away from that. Alright, that unit has 3 moves, so as long as I don't stand there, that's not a big deal. Oh, we can warp around. Let's see. I'm guessing probably most every group. 3 moves. 3 moves, yep, so 1, 2, 3. So no one should stand there. 1, 2, 3. No one should stand there. So these 3 spots should be avoided if I can. Well, let's just go ahead and charge on him. So 1, 2, 3. Attack. Confirm. First strike. Let's do Prominence Purge. AE attack. AE attack and AE attack. Oh, they heal. Alright, I want to conserve magic points. Let's just go ahead and what's the cheapest one? 47. I'm going to take doesn't attack, that's a heal, that one attacks, and 43, 42. Alright, so let's just hope Aldo goes first, but probably not going to happen. Or Robo takes care of it. Stalemate, huh? I guess you gotta... Alright, so let's move people. Okay, we wanted to avoid those 3 spots, so that's probably a good spot to move to. We'll end. Alright, 1, 2, 3. That was one of the danger zone spots. So let's control this unit. Move them there. And we'll just end that one. Ah, so that one can heal everybody. Alright, so that one's healing as well. Alright, so one half-dead monster is going to attack me. And there's not much I can do, so attack. Robo for the win, wow. That was pretty awesome. Alright, they're going to talk a little bit. And they're not moving. Alright, so let's survey the battlefield. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Could attack there. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like I guess I want to do some type of move boost. Yeah. And if I do a move boost, would that allow me to charge up in there? I think so. Alright, so let's try this. If I use him to do some type of move boost. That would affect the two groups there. 1, 2, 3, 4 would attack there. 1, 2, 3, 4 could attack there. So let's just try and see. Alright, skill. Which one allowed everybody an extra step? Cloudwalker or Fancy? Let's see, Cloudwalker, all allies for 2 phases. Alright, so that will affect all 3 of them. Alright. Doesn't really help Aldo there, but let us control Alma. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That will let us attack them. It looks like that one might be able to restore a heal, so let's do on all enemies. Well, she's kind of worthless. And let's do Earth type of slash. Okay, let's see what happens. That one will heal. Perfect. That group is dead. Alright, let's control Cesta's group. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's attack. We get the freebie round. And let's see. All enemies. All enemies. Power, power, all enemies. And let's just do all enemies. So. See who revives. Alright, looks like... Oh, that's right, don't I have 2 turns? I do. Let's see, wind attack, all enemies, resists those. Oh well. Magic attack on all enemies, and another attack on all enemies. So, there we go. There's a little orb up there. I didn't notice that one. Whoops. Oh well. Let's see. I can't really move much further with Aldo without blowing another move skill, and I'm not sure if I really want to do that quite yet. Hey, you know what? Learn experience, why not? So... skill... well, it's been already. Increases... can move after use. I assume that you still need to have moves, so Cloudwalker. For 2 phases. Kinda want to save that for up there, but you know what? Whatever. Okay. Alright, let's let's knock out the other healer with Aldo's group. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Attack. Confirm. Alright, this one can regenerate. Let's see. All enemies. All enemies. All enemies. And all enemies.
Got him!
There we go. Healer is down. Alright, I can move 4 times. Let's take a look at the battlefield. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I could attack that one. But that means 1, 2, 3. That guy could attack. So I would need to kill both of them basically at the same time so the other one doesn't counterattack. Which is possible because Alma can move 4 times as well. So let's just do that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack. Confirm. Alright, that one can heal, that one can heal. So okay, that one's healing back. That one's healing back. And round 2. Let's not blow too much mana. Yeah, let's just make sure they die though. So, there we go. I think that thing restores mana right there. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack. Confirm. Same general plan. We're going to attack all people. And let's see. All enemies. Alright. Let's see what happens. You restore. You restore. Lily is worthless. Alright, so let's try this. She'll use Elixir Ray to restore her mana. The others are doing okay on mana. Well, she didn't get a chance to restore, but okay. Monster dead. Two, 3, 4. All right. Isn't that everybody? I guess so. So, end. Let's see, does the boss move? Use the skill. I got more powerful. 1, 2, we're going to warp. Yes. Okay. Alright, so the question now is, what's the best way to get to this guy? They can just move 3 times again, so I might have to kind of draw this guy out, which would be annoying, but whatever. Use status, moves 3. Doesn't have that much health. So, which group can take a beating? Probably Sesta's group. Just make sure there's no other... Oh yeah, there's a blink. Forgot about that one. Okay, so why don't we try a blink? Alright. Skill. Blink. Yes. Let's move. There. Oh, won't let me move there? Okay. Link. Yes. Okay, I can't move there. What's going on? Moves the user in a 2-space radius. Can move after use. Oh, okay. Confirm. Alright. 1, 2, attack. Actually, well, let's use another skill. It's the last fight anyway, so... Can move after use. Okay. Confirm. Attack. Confirm. Looks like he can heal up to 3 times. So I just need to make sure that I kill him 3 times in 2 rounds.
Mine.
There's 1 heal. Let's do a regen just in case. There's another. There's a third. And this should be his last amount of health. Regen healed all the damage. But he's used up his life, so let's phalanx her. Oh, did I use it already? Oops. What's it? Restrict movement. Sure, let's restrict movement. Let's get the others closer. 1, 2, 3. And alright, his only choice, since he can't move, would be to attack Sesta. Alright. And Morty's doing his best. Alright. Let's see if we can finish this off. Let's do that.
Wide open.
Alright. Boss dead. It took a while. Never did use any blitzes, but... Alright, third tactical battle down. Though I guess the first one was more of a tutorial. And a cutscene. Alright, I have control again. Oh, one thing I wanted to do. Lily is pretty worthless. I don't even remember if I have Lily. If I do, it's certainly not an advanced form. Yep, just a level 60. Let me give her some gear, just in case it would make a difference. I'm just kind of clicking on just some general gear, which I'll remove when everything's done. Alright, skills. Yeah, she pretty much doesn't have much of anything. Alright. Let's give her a medium type attack. Medium type attack, and then intelligence or speed. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Well, if we have another tactical battle, hopefully she'll be slightly less worthless. Alright, I'm still not seeing any sparklies, anything to click on. Let's check out where the boss was. Nope. Okay. Well, let's go towards the purple thing and probably another cutscene. Hey, look at that, a cutscene. Alright. I've gained control again. Some more people have joined. And now it's telling me I need to go down the pin path, which was the one that scared the Thunder team earlier. So, let's go back. Alright, this should be the pin path. Yep.
You ain't gonna get me that easily.
And that's the treasure chest we saw much earlier. Good. Frags of attack, always helpful.
I'll show you the way of the ninja.
You picked the wrong fight.
Alright. Sewing room. Okay.
At the ready, Avengers of the Light. May our prayers reach the heavens.
Alright. Not much of a map. Didn't seem to be any other directions to go to. And a cutscene. Probably in preparation for another tactical battle. Alright, so now we have another tactical battle. Looks like the 4 groups stayed about the same, except I'm missing a character there. Lily is missing, but she is no longer required. Alright, so let's take a look at the groups. Aldo and Nona required. We have healer, we have a lot of fire damage. I'm happy with that group. Oh, this group can have anyone we want. Sesta has an ability where if you have enough wind characters, she automatically starts wind stance. I wonder if maybe we should look into that consideration. Question is, if I needed healing, who's a healer that has wind? No, I can't see if she's a wind character or not. I don't have all the characters memorized, so that probably wasn't the best thing to do. Let's see. Wonder how important it is to even have a wind zone set at the beginning. Yifa. Doesn't she do wind stuff? Or maybe she does crystal stuff. I don't know. No, I think she is a wind user. Alright. And that means she just needs to be any old wind user. Who does wind? Besides Claude. I had Claude for a long time in my wind group. Suzette does wind. Alright, so wind, I think wind. Alright, we'll try that. Alright, so that means Yakumo is required. Magic, tank. Okay, I like that. So that means one of my go-to people, Tsubame, always a good choice. And just because I like healers in the 3rd position. And she can technically heal as well. Alright. 4 groups. Let's give it a whirl. Defeat all enemies. And I have to do it within 25 turns. Alright, let's look at the battlefield. Menu, survey. Okay, down here, 3 monsters, one of which is a healer. 1, 2, 3, so... What's this? Increase blitz gauge. Alright. So if I stand there, they can charge in and attack. Well, that might save them. Might allow that to happen. Instead, save the movements for closer to the boss. Okay. 2 monsters up there. Neither one is a threat right now. 1, 2, 3. So if I move someone there, that'll draw this one out. Okay. This time around, let's let them attack me a couple of times first and see how that goes. Okay, so control Aldo, 1, 2. I think that was as far as I needed to go for movement. Let's just go there. And Sesto's Wind group is probably going to be pretty powerful, so end. Where was the other portal? Menu. Survey. Right there. So I could immediately attack that one, but then I could be attacked by those guys. So it might be safer to draw them out. Which also means I could have both of them use the portal. 1, 2, end. 1, 2, end. Okay. Now this guy should, if they're smart, go and attack. Yep. Can't do much. Way to go, Robo. Knocking one out completely. Alright. Now let's see, I think it's what, 2 turns? So let's see what damage I can cause in 2 turns.
Take this!
Surprised the healer didn't heal. Alright, so this time around, some of them are on the move. Alright, Sesto's group's going to be attacked. And a reduced resistance. Really? So Sesto's group wasn't attacked? Okay, well, I can deal with that. Alright. Used up their extra heals. That one's gonna die. Let's see. Chivalry. Let's not use up Let's see, grant NP regen. Alright. Suzaku should be able to destroy him in one hit, so... Oh yeah, and Robo kills them too. Okay, now I did not use any of my moves. I wonder if I'm allowed to move afterwards. Nope, I guess once you attack, you're good to go. Oh, decisions. If I go here, I could attack that one, and Yakumo could go and attack that one. 1, 2, 3. If I stand there, though, that one can move in and attack. Oh, decisions. You know what? 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. And there's my wind stance. Oh, that could be fun. Alright, well, I guess we'll find out if it consumes that for the entire thing or not. So, let's see. Let's do Dragon Assault, let's see. Pain. Type attack. And let's just do a Wind Pierce. Alright. Alright.
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, so they heal despite the multiple attacks. Okay. That's kind of good to know. Alright. All enemies. All enemies. Not really much to do there. Let's see. Sure, why not? And all enemies. There we go. That group's dead. Healer could 1, 2, 3. I don't think that healer can reach Cesta's group, so let's control Yakumo. Attack. Confirm. Alright, all 3 can heal, so let's see. Thunder on all enemies, sure, why not? Ooh, Neptune, that's always fun. And let's do Shade Attack? Sure, why not? Alright.
Take that.
They should all use up their heal. Round 2. Neptune alone will probably destroy all of them.
My prey.
Yep. And that group is dead. Alright, let's use the portal. Hopefully I'm still allowed to attack. Let's see. If I attack this one, that guy can move. If I go here, they can still move and attack me. That'd be closer to the portal. What if I attack that guy? Yeah, screw it. Attack. Alright, first strike. Let's see. All enemies, all enemies. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do this. Alright, and then. Oh, they got two little heal things. Alright, so Tsubame's double attack wiped out both heals for a lot of them. Okay, except for you. You still have your heals. Alright, so let's do this. This again. Let's do channel. And let us attempt to make sure this one dies multiple times. Okay, used a heal. And they're all dead. Oh. I guess we got a stalemate. Alright, that's not a big deal. Alright, let's see what happens. I do have the ability to heal up as long as the characters don't die. And one did. Alright. Shift hook. Damage and channel Boyola. Alright, so let's heal up. Alright. Used up some of their life points. Alright, Cesta's group is going to get attacked. We knew that was going to happen. Can't do much of anything. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. All enemies. All enemies. And all enemies.
Move.
Alright, they all used up their life points. One enemy did die completely. And tank did tank things. Alright. Now they're going to talk again. Of course they're going to talk. 1, 2, 3. Can't quite get there. Alright, so let's undo the move. Let's have him activate the skill that lets him move 2 more times. Not that one. Do I not have it for this one? Cure forces. 1, 2, 3. That one. It's not quite far enough. Alright, well, let's just keep moving then. And let's hope that the heal reaches her, and it does. Okay. Alright, so now the question is, can I attack? No enemies in range, yep. And... Alright, let's figure out what to do here. That one has 1 monster left. That one, I think, has several, so let's see. Any skills that are worth using? Oh, there's fancy footwork. Let's go ahead. Let's blitz. Can't blitz. Wasn't that a skill? Let's see. Let's get rid of the healer. One, two, three. Alright, so let's attack this guy. Neptune will probably just take care of all of this, so... In fact, I'm not even going to waste her mana. Or his mana. Yep. One, two, three. And I could attack. 1, 2, 3. Attack. Should start off with Wind Stance again. Yep. Alright, let us slaughter these guys. Alright, healing points are all used up. And I still have one more turn. Alright, so the charges do come back. Good to know. Alright. Attack, attack. Let's not waste mana, and let's not waste mana. Is there a... I forget, does she have a heal? Doesn't look like it. Can she heal? Shield. Okay. Oh, they had another life point.
Blessings upon you.
Oh well. Let's see if they can survive this. Okay, not too bad. And we'll do this one. Okay. Team is healed up. 2 monsters dead. Not bad for being attacked first. Alright, you're on the move. The boss just did something. And it looks like everyone took some damage. How annoying. Alright, they're going to talk again. We'll use Aldo to attack this group. Alright, I think all life points are used up. Yep. Alright, how's my mana levels? Actually doing pretty well. So let's not use any of those up. We'll just have him burn the last guy.
Incinerate.
Alright. Up. Over. Attack. And... one monster to go. That has no life, so let's just do this. Try to restore people as much as possible, and of course, the one that doesn't heal goes first. Alright. Check out the battlefield. There is a path back here. What's this? Restores health. Alright, I think the boss is the only one left. And what's the boss's move? 3. 1, 2, 3. So basically, we need to gang up right in here. Okay. Cesta's done. Yakumo. Let's actually have Yakumo go back a space. Well, let's see what the boss does. Nothing. Okay. So I'm just trying to bunch everyone together as best as I can. Let's, I like Cesta's group, they're pretty strong, so let's put her there. Yakumo, 1, 2, and done. And done. Alright. Alright, so by sticking them all together, I should be able to use a skill that allows them all to move. Do different groups have different skills? Of course they do. Inspiring Roar. Alright, so which group has... Aha, Cloudwalker. Alright, so let's move him there. Use Cloudwalker. That should affect Cesta. Alright, so Cesta. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't care about Blink. What's Annihilating Edge again? Increases power and intelligence at start of battle. For 1 phase, can move after use. Which would imply she can attack after the use, but those attacks. You know what? We're just gonna attack. Should be stunned, unless it's a boss and bosses don't get stunned. Okay, they do. 5 heals. Increase strength and reduce power.
Testify.
Okay, 1 heal done. Yeah, let's do a hit point shield. Dragon Assault, and let's do the Twin Blade Wolf, why not?
Blessings upon you. Listen, these are the cries of
Okay.
the voiceless.
Used up 3 life points. Alright. And stalemate. Okay, Yakumo. 1, 2. Guess the boss could bypass, but that would probably be pretty stupid on the boss's part. I bet you if you stand there, 1, 2, 3, yep. And that's a lot of hit point damage. Alright, this could be bad for Cesta's group. Sensing danger, it unleashes everything. Yep, that was pretty bad for Cesta's group. Alright, skill. Cure force. Alright, let's heal them up then. Cure force. Confirm. Alright. Let's change to Yakumo. And try skill and attack. Alright, Neptune. Attack resistance. Let's see, magic attack. Let's do this. Type resistance and shade attack. Why not?
Let's go.
Sleep tight.
Alright, that takes care of a
How's that?
life point. Neptune. And see if we can make use of Neptune and knock out the last health point. Alright. Monster has no more health points. And Aldo has one more move. Is there any skill he can use? Demon Slash. 1 space radius. Curse clear. Remove all allies and 2 space. So I have no idea what that means. Battle ready. Okay, let's do that. Whichever group the monster attacks is going to be stunned, so... End. And we'll see where the boss goes. Yakumo, who will be stunned. See if Garum keeps the team alive. I don't know if he did so much that, or let's see, restore hit points. Type resistance, Neptune, and well, that's a lunatic. Heal back, Neptune, boss dead. And they talk again. Alright, that took a long time. It would have been a lot easier if I just had Tsubame walk in and kick everybody, or Flamme go in and just Neptune the entire room, but that's how the game is played. We have a cutscene, so let's see what's going on here. Alright, I have regained control, finished that battle, kind of skim the room and just see if there's anything, like any chests or hidden paths, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this. Just kind of a quick sweep. Nothing's going, so... Alright. Alright, so what we are doing now, reach the White Knight Time Layers Observer. Now it works me right back to the beginning. And you know the little blue or a purple icon is missing, so reach the White Knight. Let's see, find the mechanism on the pin path. Alright. Well, I guess let's go back to that needle path room. Do I need to heal up my team? I think they healed last time. Yeah, after the fight. Yep, they did. Okay.
Let us do what we may. I could eat a meal. Or 5.
Alright, layer 4. That should be healed. Alright, so let's go back on the needle path. I think the door they were looking at was in the tactical battle room from the needle path.
I could eat a meal. Or 5.
There does seem to be an opening there now. Yes, and oh look, we can heal again. We just rested, so I'm assuming this is a portal maybe back to the entrance. Yep, layer 1. Which means the end of the area is coming up and probably means a boss fight of some kind. Yep, major trial. So let's switch to my super boss team and see what's going on. Cutscene away. Alright, let's do it. Let's change the future. And they just keep talking. Alright. Now the wiki has a little bit of information. HP stoppers. And apparently I should not kill Nona's left hand, wait 1 turn when it gets low. Aside from that, there's not much in the way of abilities yet on the wiki, so I'm just going to do my usual routine. So I create a magic stance, I attack, I add poison and pain, and I inflict rage with the ability to get heals. So that's my super boss team lineup. Let's see what happens.
Incinerate!
Did I hit the stopper already? I'm already talking again. Alright, she has a shade attack. Looks like she has a counter ability. Alright. My Prominence Purge did not go off. It went off before the attack zone was set. So let me go ahead and just Overwhelm to be on the safer side. Let's see, Shade Magic is resisted. Doesn't say anything about Crystal. I don't want to awaken the zone quite yet, so we're going to do increased magic damage. Alright, looks like a shade attack. Shade attack.
Take this.
Transmute. What?
Wow. Not quite sure what happened there, but if he just died. Prominence. I guess let's awaken the zone and bring in Eva. Let's do another overwhelm.
From but a touch of your cheek, I live.
Alright, that took her down pretty big. We're talking again. Alright. Nona looks upset. Or Goddess Nona. And she totally attacked. Did 11,000 damage. Alright. Aldo saying, I don't want to hurt you. This is probably the part where we're not supposed to attack. So let's do Chivalry. All of those are attacks, so I guess let's Lunatic. Yeah. Elixir Ray to heal. Paper Tiger, that won't cause any damage. Alright, let's see what happens.
Incinerate. Take this elixir.
Let's put an end to it. Okay. So it looks like there's an HP stopper at 80, like the wiki said. Then you burn down the body, and when she reaches out her hand, just make sure you choose attacks that don't cause any damage, and you automatically win. Alright guys, so that was chapter 3, The Final Promise. I'm not sure if I was a big fan of the tactical battles. They seem to take a very long time, but otherwise, big fan of all the maps and everything. Looks like another dungeon, Space Rift Records room. So Nona left the party. Alright guys, we're going to take a look and see what we can do about her AS form coming up next. So, see you all soon.